back, relax, and maybe get yourself a snack. Me and you gonna have a little chat about books. Hey guys, so I am here today to do a wrap-up video, and I want to wrap up August and September together because I didn't get a chance to do August way back when. So let's just dive straight on in. I didn't have as great a reading month in terms of number of books as I would have liked for August or September, but generally I enjoyed most of them. There were a few that were just okay, and maybe I could have had some better reads, but alas, this is what we got. So in the month of August and September, the books that I read were, and I'll go through like my lowest rating up to my highest rating. The first one is The Charioteer. Now this one is a kind of classic. It's kind of renowned as like a gay classic. It's written in the time of the World War, and it very much deals with the World War. It deals with a main character who is kind of recruited into the war, and he's a soldier and he gets injured, and then he spends a lot of time in sort of a hospital recuperation ward, and there he kind of also unlocks his preferences, I suppose. He's always known he's kind of attracted to men, but it's something that's very frowned upon in the society of the day, and so it's kind of about him exploring who he is a little bit, but also there's this whole backdrop of the war and just generally the time period being pretty bleak. It is very of its time, so like the characters in this feel quite stuck up and quite irritating to me personally. I didn't love them, and actually I ended up only giving this 2 stars in the end because I really just felt like the characters were quite poncy and a little bit irritating and stuck up, and there wasn't a lot that happened. Like everything that happens, it kind of makes sense, but it could have happened a lot quicker, and I just felt like it was really quite drawn out. So although this is considered a classic by many, for me, I do find classics often are quite slow or don't quite appeal to my particular tastes, and that was definitely the case with this one. I did feel as though I was quite bogged down by it. It felt a bit slow. It wasn't moving quick enough, and so I only gave it 2 stars in the end. Alas. Next up, I read a book that I gave 3.5, so I actually did like this one, and that was The Shadow of the Gods by John Gwynne. Now this one is the first one in a new series by him, and I read this as a book club book, and I definitely enjoyed it, but it felt like it could have done with more humour. What I love from some of his previous books is the humour and the way that he weaves that into a very bleak story. This story in particular felt more bleak than his other series, and that's fine. I don't mind grimdark, I don't mind that kind of thing at all, but I kind of associated John Gwynne a little bit more with classic fantasy in a modern twist, and I feel like this one has that as well, but still feels a little bit darker. Just the characters and the situations they're in just feels darker, and I do like it. I do intend to carry on with the series. I very much enjoy Gwynne's work in general, but for me, I think his other series was definitely more my taste. So I am excited to go back to that series. I've still got this one to like finish up in the other series, and I definitely like that one, but I do think I'll continue with this series as well. This one got 3.5, a likeable read, but definitely not my favourite Gwynne so far. Next up, I read a really short one, which was The Battersea Barricades. This was a tiny novella sort of style book, and I enjoyed it. I gave it 4 stars. It's a Jodie Taylor book. I don't really need to say much more about it. I always listen to the audiobooks when it's Jodie Taylor, so I listen to Zara Ram narrating, and she's one of my all-time favourite narrators. She just does the characters, especially in this series, so well. I love what she does, and 4 stars. Yeah, loved it. Next up, I have The Liar's Knot, which is a combination writing duo, and I really like this. It's a great series. I'm very excited to see where the series is going. Lots of plot twists, lots of dark, mysterious magic, some espionage, some hidden kind of plot lines and duality of different people, lots of mysterious things that get uncovered and lots of things that get revealed, but also still quite a few secrets to uncover in the next book. So I'm very excited to kind of continue on with this. I really enjoy this series, and I think I've already spoken about it on my channel before, but I really liked it, and I hope to get to the next one as soon as it comes out. And then the final one is The Bitter Twins, which was the last Jen Williams book I had to read. I really enjoyed this one as well, and of course, you know, Jen Williams, I've done a full review of the series because I really, really liked it. So if you haven't seen my full review of the whole series, then you should definitely check that out. I really enjoyed book 3 and book 2 in this series. Well, all of them, to be honest. I really enjoyed all of them, but I really loved the series as a whole. So yeah, really, really rate that series, and do go and watch my review, which is already up for once. I'm actually ahead. So yes. I don't think I'll be reviewing the other ones unless you want me to, so please let me know in the comments if there's any I've not reviewed that you're interested in having a review for. But yeah, that was my month. I really want to try and do better in October and November, but also, I don't know if I've really mentioned this on my channel, I'm getting married in November, at the end of November, which I'm super excited about. It's all getting really real now. We've had loads of like supplier meetings, and it's just, there's a lot happening for these last 2 months. A lot of meetings that we've got to have, a lot of final decisions and last minute prep that needs to get done. So reading wise, I don't know how much time I'm going to have, but I really want to up my reading a little bit towards the end of the year. We'll see if that happens or not. It just depends on how all this wedding prep goes. But I've been loving getting ready for the wedding. I'm very excited. I can't wait. It's been delayed for years because of COVID, and we're finally going to do it. So yeah, can't wait. Hopefully it'll be great, but books, we'll just see what I can fit in around them. I have been reading a ton of kids' books. I have been going to the library every week with my son, and we've been getting new books out and just having a great time. So I did wonder if it might be of interest to people to see a kind of update of some more kids' books that my son enjoyed. If not, don't worry, but if so, please let me know in the comments and I can do that as well. I really enjoy making the kid book videos, even though they are very niche and only appeal to a certain amount of people. I love them, and I think I'll love looking back on them. So there will be some more coming, but let me know if you want them more often or not. I'd love to have your thoughts. And I'm gonna go and film my October TBR. Slightly late, as we're like 10, 11 days already into October, but I'm going to film one, and hopefully that will be up after this video. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with me through the updates, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye everyone!
Thank you for watching my video today. Go pick up a book, then come back and chat with me.